So we were talking about how Maddie's starting to recognize her fans.
Yeah.
And we've had that with the Rad Dude cast. Well, there's a new fan about the town for the Stoninator. 3 gay men came to the podcast,
Yeah, of course, man.
and tried to fuck me.
Came to in St. Louis?
Yep.
Came to
Not 3 men in the way of like, oh, they're just gay men who are fans. 3 men who were like, I'm going to turn him. I'm going to try to talk to him, and I'm going to turn him. That is an audience I am now building. It's like I've become a challenge for the community.
Where did they come from?
The bits I do sometimes on this podcast, sometimes on other podcasts.
Oh yeah, you're like, I'm beyond gay.
Yes.
Or when you talk, yeah.
He's been running this racket for a decade
Yes,
now.
and it's finally paying off.
Yeah.
Yep. They all go, oh, he thinks he's not gay.
Right.
That is a gay man who needs a push.
Right.
And they are like, I think I'm the guy who could push it.
Right.
3 of them in the pocket, 3 of them at the show, 2 of them at the same time. So it was 2 of them, 1 other guy. 2 came up to me at the same time and were just like, hey man, I'm a big fan. And man, you do look hot. And I'm like, what? Right. And then the other guy was like, the other guy said almost the same thing. They end it with a thing that's kind of hot, like a flirt with me. And I'm like,
Were they there together or 3 separate gay men?
3 separate gay men, 2 at the same show. So we're like standing next to each other. And I was like, whoa, this guy's trying to fuck me. And then I was talking to this guy. And I'm like, him too? And I went, this is crazy. If another one shows up, it's real. And another one came to the last show.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
I also get 5 messages a month. So like, I didn't think they'd start showing up to shows. 5 messages a month from a guy who is a gay fan.
One
who
guy.
I love. No. From 5. I'll usually get about 5
different men are messaging you
who
a month
come upon
trying to turn you.
Stavi's World Clip.
Sure.
Or one of the podcasts I've been on.
Sure.
Where I've said these things.
You've been nonstop, once
10
again,
years.
if I can reiterate, you've been nonstop talking about this for a decade.
Yes.
So one of the is crazy.
This
Anyone who's heard your voice in 10 years.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
That means the religion is getting out there.
What is so funny.
The open anything kind of guys,
Right.
you know?
And then once they come, you go, I mean, I'm doing a bit, fellas.
No, the thing is, I am still married.
For sure.
Yep.
Also, I still have to be attracted to you.
Right.
And it takes a lot for me to be attracted to a man, you know?
Yep.
Right.
Also,
He's like, don't get me wrong, I am gay.
but what comes, and this might be offensive, but what bothers me is it's always gay men. You go, oh, that's a gay man. It's never been a guy who goes, I've never wanted to fuck a guy, but you've turned to me and go, maybe we should just fuck to see what 2 straight, like, I want to see a guy who I can genuinely see his soul goes, you've convinced me and I was straight as an arrow.
You, a straight man,
Yeah.
think you can turn a straight man gay.
Yes, I do.
Can I say this, Greg? Can I say, Greg? This is the most ambition you've ever had in your life.
Apply this to the loan repayment.
Yeah. I mean,
like that. It's a lot harder.
yeah, dude. This is you think a
That's
like
so-
you guy is gonna want to fuck a like you guy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I
You know,
I
I'm
convinced
not
myself.
gay. I just want to see 2 straight guys make out.
Yeah, just a straight guy who goes, you know, like you're right. Rules are bullshit. Pleasure's pleasure. Let's see if we can find it here. You know what I mean?
No. No, I don't know what you mean.
But it's primarily gay men.
Yeah,
of course it is.
Of course
Is
it
this
is.
free
Of
dick
course
tonight?
it is.
Imagine the only men who want to fuck you are gay men.
I can't believe
man.
no straight men who listen to me talk about wanting to be gay are going to come in and try.
Yeah.
What?
Because
That's
then they
why-
would have the exact same mentality as me.
Right, but that same mentality is not gonna want to fuck you.
But like you,
I don't want to fuck me. I don't want to
That's
fuck a
what
guy.
that's the point.
I don't want to fuck a guy, but I will fuck a guy.
Yeah, but
I
not
will
just,
taste it.
Right, but you don't want to fuck you.
No. I don't want
Exactly.
But I don't know why anybody would want to fuck.
I've never been more clear-headed about anything.
Yeah, this is the most logic that's ever been.
I don't get what you're saying, any of it.
You're saying it to us, and we're saying it back to you, and then you're going, I don't
doesn't
see
make
what
sense.
you're saying, which is more alarming, which is more a case study in egomania run
Yeah.
wild.
Yes.
Where you will only hear your idea if it's said out of your mouth, but said back to you, you're going, that doesn't make sense. That's insane.
That's because the listener and the talker are two different
different
guys.
guys.
Yeah,
Have
two
two
different
different IQs.
Yeah,
There are
I've
2
watched-
of 50 in there.
I've watched you do this throughout our whole friendship. I'm just seeing it crystallize in this moment.
Yeah.
How often, even on the podcast, someone goes, how about this idea? You go, I don't really like that. Then you say the idea and you go, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because it came from you.
Yeah.
Lunatic.
No, it's not egomania. It's lunacy.
Yeah,
She
guys
just called you a
wanna make-
lunatic. And you
Yes.
didn't hear it, then you said it yourself.
I do think it's
This
more
is a
that.
good idea. It's sometimes a good idea. You don't know
You
where it
said
comes
you're
from.
you
Yeah.
said lunatic, and he goes, "No, it's not that. It's lunacy."
Where do
Oh my
your
God, Greg! It
Hang
just
on.
happened.
Where do your good ideas come from? Some of your ideas, where in your brains come. For me, it comes from you guys talking to me, and then I just say them back.
It's not a new
Where
idea.
you get your ideas from? I get them from you. Where do you get them from?
But it's got to go through me. It doesn't sound right coming from you.
When you see something, right? You see a guy fall off a building. You go, they should get a ladder, right? Well, something told you that. Your eyes. Then you tell me that guy should get a ladder. I go, that guy should get a ladder. That's a great idea I just had from him. You know, you just had that great idea from seeing. I got it from hearing.
All right.
Here's the thing: you talk so fast and passionate.
Yeah.
You got to get on board.
Yeah, it's kind of like trains left the station.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how many judges would go, well, this is a mistrial.
yeah.
This is getting off.
Jeez,
Whatever.
I don't want to hear him anymore. Fine.
Yeah.
It's just a judge going, it's fine. It's just fine. Whatever. Fine.
Yeah, all right. What
What do you want again? Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah. So I have a lot of. I had 3 gay men show up to my shows in St. Louis that were, and look, none of them were out. None of them said sex, but they said it with their eyes. You know.
I would love to talk to these men.
What
And
They
find
said it
out-
like this: "Hi."
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, I liked the show," and you're like, "These guys keep trying to fuck me."
No, because they do a thing. It's a very specific thing.
What do they do?
What's
They
the
tell
thing?
me how funny I am, how big of a fan they are. I
Okay.
always like that. It's a really cool comment. I love this episode. I love that episode. And then right before it's over, and they go, "And you look, and those pants look really good." They throw a sexual
It's
thing.
something physical.
It's something physical at the end every
Okay.
time. And I go, you know, like when you read a word problem and the last sentence is, so how many eggs did you see? I go, oh, this is the word. This is.
There
now,
it
it's either
is.
they're just, maybe they're going for extra credit. Maybe they're going, hey, I believe all the things I just said. And maybe I thought it was out there. Maybe that's what's
Right,
happening.
right.
Okay.
Or it's more sinister where it's like, no, I'm going to fuck this guy. I have to do all my research to learn how to get him and then do it.
Oh, you mean their
I wonder. I don't know which one it is. I hope it's.
their compliment is something very specific that you've said before? Is that what you're saying?
And
No,
you
I'm
think they're
saying-
hunting you?
No, I'm saying yes. They're definitely hunting me. I'm saying that they're either saying it with the reasoning of like, hey, they are fans, and maybe a little extra, like, hey, maybe I could try to fuck them. You know, maybe I'll say a thing, or maybe I'll just throw a sexual thing in there, or maybe they're saying, if the main intent is to fuck me, and you just saying compliments to try to fuck me, I don't like that.
Right.
But if you're saying compliments because you enjoy me, and then maybe I can fuck you, like, that's nicer. You know what I mean?
Or they just want to make you feel good.
yeah.
Yeah, with their mouth. I think.
I think.
Or
What specifically did they say?
specifically, the guy was like, "Oh man, I'm a big fan." Blah blah blah. Follow you. He seemed like a real fan. He seemed like he was a guy. He's like, "I love the new podcast." And then at the end, he was like, "Oh, and that joke you do about like not knowing if you're gay." You know?
Oh,
And he goes,
okay.
"Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so they're
gay."
specifically
He was
zeroing
like,
in on.
You know,
Right.
I'm here if you want to try. You know, one of those. And I
Uh-huh.
go, "Thanks." And I go, "I don't hate it, but I don't like." I go, "It makes me feel like maybe they just want me for my body, and not my comedy."
Good Lord.
Somebody listening to this podcast trying to get to your body is a crazy way of going about things. That person needs to be in a hospital.
No, it's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I love also like Maddie, I don't know what your experience is on the road, but like Greg is getting hit on by he's a straight man getting hit on by gay men. I've never been hit on the road by someone who was like alive. like it just doesn't happen for women. It's like you're not.
Yeah, it doesn't happen with men. When I started saying I'm bi on stage, sometimes women
yeah.
will come up but men don't. But men aren't like your personality.
Yeah. Oh, I love this bit.
Yeah.
So there's an explanation there. Women don't hit on me on the road either, right? Straight women don't come up to me like, I want to fuck you. But gay men are the factor. Gay men aren't going for you.
Well, but your act was I'm married, but I think I might be gay.
Yes. I'm fishing for
Yeah. Right.
Once again,
Yeah,
you have
gay
said this
men
into a
aren't gonna-
microphone across the nation
Yes.
for a long
I'm
time.
not blaming them.
Right.
I'm not mad at them.
Well, also, they
I'm just
do-
saying it's fun to see that these are people I'm cultivating.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
I think it's completely. I don't think it's any accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, What do you mean an accident? I didn't do it on purpose. I wasn't like, oh, my fan base is going to be.
No, I know. I'm not saying. I'm saying I don't.
Yeah.
There's no coincidence happening here. You've said this over and over and over again.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
And eventually there are people that are gonna be like, I'm listening.
Yeah.
I guess,
exactly.
but also I thought that there'd be more people in Spider-Man masks
You actually-
and action figures at my shows. None of them showed up.
yeah, but you.
It's the same thing that's happening here where you say something and then he says it and you're like, I disagree. You're like, I think I'm gay. And they're like, might be gay. And you're like, why would you say that about me? I only like it when I say it. When a gay guy tells me I'm gay, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the Spider-Man people, they're. I don't know, man. I think probably coming is probably more important than being like, hey, we both liked Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
you're getting more out of that.